Yeah, I'll start it off. I think it's a blessing. Right now, actually, being ethnic is actually a good thing. You know, when I was starting off in the year 2000, I lost a lot of roles because of being of an ethnic background. So I'm glad that it's actually switching over now. Even Dragon Ball Z, he can attest for this. Like roles like that, like Dragon Ball Z, High School Musical, a lot of it they wouldn't hire two Filipinos or two ethnics as the lead. So we happen to lose roles because of that. It's also a small community because every audition I'd always see Dante. It'd always be like, oh hey, what's up, man? And like, they're either gonna go you or me, like, so it's a small niche community, and it's a blessing to represent, our heritage, and especially what my Lolo did for our family, bringing this over and stuff. When you come back to this area, you just see life is so different, like especially how my family is living in Cavite. So it makes me so much more proud that my grandfather did that and made a new life for our family, which I took it a step further because I wanted to become an actor. So I think it's a really cool thing.
Yeah, for over 30 years, right? I know, it's crazy. So over 3 decades, and coming into Los Angeles being Filipino, not knowing what you were, it's like, are you Asian, are you Latino, like we don't know what you are, and then being able to, using that as a positive and playing a lot of different Asian roles and a lot of different Latino roles, but never really played Filipino. But being Asian in America, at this moment, Asians in America and in Hollywood, we have the highest profile that we've ever had in Hollywood since the beginning of Hollywood, since the beginning of Asians in America. So. And we're nowhere near where we need to be as far as representation and telling our stories. We're all very excited in our community to have Crazy Rich Asians coming out. I'm so proud of John and Chow and all the crew that are coming together to do that film. But we're not forgetting that the last big studio film, Asian film, was Joy Club 25 years ago. And so although we're excited to be where we are today, and a lot of it, like Mike and Kelly and myself, the things we've done over the last 20, 30 years has helped open a lot of doors for what's going on now. It's nowhere near where it needs to be. There's a lot of work now as an adult actor and adult artist and creative that I'm doing work not just in front of the camera, now also doing work behind the camera to bring more opportunities for our stories as Asians in the world, not just Asian Americans, but Asians in the world, Asians in the Hollywood system, to tell our stories, because when we talk, I talk a lot about this stuff. It's like most of these Asians. So when you look at Hollywood films since the beginning of Hollywood, every Asian role, including all the Asian roles we did, like 99% of them have been the experience of a white man's experience of an Asian. Yeah. That's all of them, right? And there's some truth there because it's his experience of Asians. But going forward in this new world of media, like we all have cameras, we all have YouTube, we have films, we're making movies all over the world. Coming forward now to the new age of media, there has to be more stories of us Asians telling our experience of ourselves, because there's no way that they know us like we know ourselves. So I'm so excited to usher in this whole new era of Asian filmmaking worldwide.
And I'm probably the only one who can say this. There still needs to be representation of Asian men in romantic leads. You are still not seeing any of that. And that's because there's just no respect out there for Asian men in our country. Unfortunately. We're still a minority. And I'm sure that doesn't exist in your country because, everybody's Filipino. But in America, it still exists. And there's still a lot to have to fight for. Yeah.